Here in the United States, we are seeing something very interesting happen. And that is that millions of people are about to lose their jobs. But the crazy part about all this is that they have no idea why. What did they do wrong? Why are they being let go? That's what we're going to discuss today, because we continue to see story after story after story that businesses are simply closing. And this is something that is not going to stop.
Yes, joins several high-profile companies that have recently announced layoffs, among them Xerox, Wayfair, and Amazon.
What I can tell you right now is that these companies are going to continue to lay off more and more employees. The reason why? They've hired too many. Not only that, but corporate profits have been what has been propping up a lot of these businesses. And right now that we are seeing corporate profits start to drop, well, that has a lot of businesses highly concerned, and you and your job may be at risk because of it. So, I want to address what's going on at this time. Make sure you watch this entire video, and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So a lot of people are highly concerned about what is coming. And the reason why they're concerned is because they are, well, for one, concerned about their livelihood and their family. Number two, they have a lot more debt than they did a few years back. And number three, and this is probably the biggest one, they have no clue where to go from here. In previous years, when we would see a little bit of a downturn, for example, in 2008, if you were around back then, you may remember that, yes, it was a tough time, but at the same time, there was still opportunities out there. Today, a lot of these opportunities are being taken by artificial intelligence and immigrants coming into the United States. This is causing a lot of people to panic. But here's what's happening. What is going to happen after these layoffs? Well, let's explain why we are seeing this first. Okay? Here's what experts are telling us. We are seeing millions of Americans unable to spend more due to their debt. So your debt has gotten so high, you cannot continue to spend. And so what's happening at this time is now those companies that were relying on you to go into their store and buy the new Nike shoes, to go and buy that new, $14 burrito and the $18 Big Mac, those companies are now saying that they're hurting a little bit. So because of that, they have to lay off some of their staff. Another expert says businesses have been propped up by corporate profits. That's what's happening. This article right here from Business Insider, from actually today, says bumper corporate profits help prevent mass layoffs and a recession, says a leading economist. That's the concern, is that over the past year or so, we have seen profits from the corporations. They've been propping up all their other businesses. Now that profits are starting to come down, the concern is, which businesses do we let go of? And I bring this up because what we've seen is that some companies are just going to let go of their business. They're just going to let stores close and die. Just look at this. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree, they are planning on closing 1,000 stores. 1,000. There are some locations like a Walgreens, like Walmart's, Targets, that are closing down due to theft. But theft increases in certain areas because of some of their economic demands. These people don't have access to income. So because of that, they turn to stealing. Again, part of the problem. Now, that's not the only store that's closing down. Macy's is going to close about 150 stores, or 30% of its locations. That's going to hurt a lot of people, especially when they're going to have hundreds of people that they have to lay off. This is also one of the reasons why we are seeing worker confidence fall, because more companies are blaming overhiring as their reason to laying off employees. So workers, they don't feel confident at all. I remember I talked to somebody just the other day that works at a Walmart. She's one of the store managers. And although Walmart has many store managers, but she was saying that she's concerned because she was She wasn't one of the first managers hired during the whole pandemic boom. She wasn't. She was one of the last ones. And I say this, and I bring this up, that Walmart has multiple managers. You walk into a Walmart and ask for a manager, and you'll probably get 5 or 6 people come up to you because there's 5 or 6 managers. There's department managers. There's a store manager. There's a night manager, a day manager, just a manager's manager, right? You got all these people. And so the concern there is she may be let go because she was one of the last managers hired. And again, over hiring. Another expert says, being that we have not seen interest rates fall like many people projected, they're anticipating many businesses are going to start laying off more people because they have to find a way to be more efficient. Well, one of the ways they're going to do that is with artificial intelligence. And according to multiple reports, they're saying that artificial intelligence will harm workers. It is going to harm workers. They're going to have a tough time with this. The reason why? Because artificial intelligence, for one, is going to have a massive impact, especially on those that are not like, just like lower income workers. You try to bring somebody into, go and stock a shelf, right? You're usually paying them minimum wage. They're very close. But do you think you can get artificial intelligence to go and stock a shelf? No. But what you can do is now those workers that normally took that pallet jack and wheeled it out into the middle of Walmart, you don't need them anymore. Those people you can let go. You know why? Because there's robots, and Amazon perfected this where a little robot will go underneath a pallet, lift it up, take it exactly where you want to go without hitting anybody, take it exactly where it needs to go, drop it down, and leave it. And then a worker will come over there, unpack the pallet, and they'll start stocking shelves. So instead of needing, 2 or potentially 3 people to load shelves and to restock shelves, now you only need 1. It's a little concerning. Another one says, California is leading the charge here, but multiple states and cities are pushing their minimum wage up. California, just to give you an idea, as of April 1st, they are now giving people a $20 minimum wage. It says in this article, California's $20 minimum wage law takes effect, causing confusion, layoffs, and price hikes. I have a friend who works at like a health food joint, something like that. As of April 1st, so yesterday, they had to increase prices because they are now paying their employees a little bit more. Now, granted, and this is in California, they were giving their employees $18 an hour, so now it's going to bump it up to $20 an hour. Guess how much their meals are costing now? Well, whatever it was, it's $1.25 more per meal. Yeah. So every single person has to pay $1.25 more because of this $20 minimum wage hike. So, where does that leave us? Well, the concern now is that we're going to see what these businesses look like, see if they're still making money, if they're profitable or not. If they're not, the concern here is that we are about to see additional layoffs in the state of California. We do not think the state's going to reverse their $20 minimum wage increase. That law, that's going to stay. But what isn't going to stay are your jobs. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about people that are in Walmart, or people restocking shelves, or people that are in a fast food place. Guess what? Teachers are also losing their jobs as well. All across the United States, teachers are losing their jobs. We're also seeing schools shut down, completely shut down, because they are now relocating some of those teachers and those principals and those staff members to other schools. You know why? Because they are now going to increase the amount of students per teacher to make more money. That's the key. If you spend less on teachers and staff, and yet you bring in more students, you'll get more tax dollars. And by getting more tax dollars, you can make it a little more profitable. That's what they're looking at doing. Now, here's one thing I can tell you. We are about to see something change. And here's what normally happens, okay? And I've been seeing this firsthand myself. What we're seeing is households are struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to pay off some of their purchases that they have made, maybe on a credit card. Well, what's happening is they're trying to unload some of these purchases and trying to get back and recoup some of that money. Well, here's what I can tell you. I'm already seeing families that are selling off one of their 2 cars. Yeah, already seeing that. And they are selling it below what the cars are even worth. Now, one of the things I love to do, I love to go out there and buy cars. I'll buy them for a discount, and I'll hold them for a little bit, fix them up, whatever I need to do, and I will sell them. Make a little bit of money. It's one thing I do. Another thing that I do is I buy electronics, I buy tools, I buy pretty much anything that I can flip as a reseller. Well, here's one of the things I bought just the other day. This right here, it's a Rode Video Mic NTG. Okay, it works. Has the cable. It has the little wind screen or wind muff, whatever you call it. This is something that I use all the time. You can actually see the one right there, or right there on that camera. I have one of these. I love it. Used to use it all the time, but again, now it's kind of just a prop in a video. But this is something that I picked up for $20. I picked this up for $20 from a local guy here, and I'm probably gonna sell this on eBay for between $100 to $150. Okay, so that's profit. I'm making money there. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. And I picked up many things from people that purchased stuff during the pandemic. One of the things that I created during the pandemic, this is something that I've talked about here on the channel as well. It's this course right here. It's called Thrift Store Profits. Okay, there's a discount code. You can use the link down in the description box below. So instead of paying $47, you pay $23.50. Okay, 50% off. Now, the benefit behind this is I go and show you what to buy. Show you, the electronics that I love to buy, the board games, the clothes, tools, things like that you can purchase from a thrift store, from a pawn shop, from Facebook Marketplace, from Craigslist. It doesn't matter. There's so many things you can go and buy. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because now is that time. As we are seeing layoffs increase across the United States, now's the time that you can start picking up some of these goods that people are trying to unload to make a little bit of money to pay their bills. So you're helping them, but at the same time, they're helping you. You're creating a business. You're creating an income for yourself that then you can go and live off of as well. So just wanted to throw that out there. I will put a link to that down in the description box below, so you can go and check that out if you want to. But that's a concern right now. Millions of people are about to lose their jobs, and the concern is they do not know where to go next. The thing that I recommend is reselling, because you can get in for a very low amount and you can start making money today. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.